Hello, dear students in grade 7. This is a mathematics lecture 11, and our lesson is equations. This lesson is very important for next year. Let me start. What are the objectives of our lesson? Objective number 1, we will define an equation. We will say, what's an equation? Number 2, we will see the form of a simple equation. Objective number 3, identify if a given value is a solution or root of an equation. Objective number 4, solve an equation. Objective number 5, we will identify special equations or special solutions for equations. As you can see in this slide of objectives, I have written equation and I have here the balance, the picture of a balance. What is the relation between an equation and a balance? You know the balance. The balance is what is used in grocery markets, shops, when we go to buy anything, for example, a kilogram of tomato, 2 kilograms of cucumber, whatever. I put what I want in a plastic bag. I put it in the first pan, and the needed mass or weight, I put it in the second pan. If I need 1 kilogram, the pan where I have the plastic bag of tomato should be on the same level of the 1 kilogram here in the other pan. Similarly to the balance, the equation has not two pans, it has two sides. So in an equation, we have side 1 and we have side 2, and in between the two sides, we have an equal, as if the two pans of the balance are on the same level. So this is the relation between an equation and the balance. Definition, what are equations? An equation can be defined as a mathematical statement. It's a sentence in math. But what does it consist? Consisting of an equal symbol between two algebraic expressions that have the same value. So, as I said, I have two sides. In an equation, there are two parts or two sides. A part to the left, it is an algebraic expression. A part to the right, it's also an algebraic expression. In between the two sides or the two parts, we have an equal. So the equation in math is as a balance that we use in our life. Both pans of the balance should be in equilibrium or on the same level, and both sides of the equation should be equal. This is an example of an equation. This is the equal. On the first side, we have an algebraic expression. On the second side, we have an algebraic expression. Here we have the variable x. In every equation, we have a variable. The variable in this equation is x. 3 is the coefficient of the variable. It's the number before the variable. So 3x, we call it a term or a monomial. So 3x plus 5 equal 20 is an equation. So this is the equation form. We will be dealing with equations of the first degree. So what is a first degree equation? When we talk about a first degree equation is an equation where the exponent of its variable is 1. So the variable in the equation has an exponent 1. For example, 2x plus 3 equal 5. If I look at the x here, it has no exponent. So its exponent is 1. This is a first degree equation in the variable x, and the exponent of x is 1. So this is a first degree equation. Minus a 3y minus 1 equal 8. This equation, the variable is y. Its exponent is 1. So this is a first degree equation in the variable y, since the exponent of the variable y is 1. So this is a first degree equation. Whatever the form of the equation or however we write the equation in any form, we should write it finally in the simple equation form. The simple equation form is ax equal b. What's a, what's x, what's b? Of course, x is the variable in the equation. It is a first degree equation since the x has an exponent 1. A is the coefficient of x and it can be positive or negative. X is the variable and b is a constant. Also, b is a number. It can be a positive or a negative number. The variable in the equation has a value. It has a numerical value. This value for this x is called a solution or a root of the equation. In a first degree equation, the variable has only one solution or one root. It has only one numerical value. So if I want to find the value of x, the solution or the root, I say x equal b over a. This is the solution or the root of the first degree equation. So always the first degree equation should be written in the simple form, which is ax equal b. To find its solution, x equal b over a. Number 3, we will identify if a given value is a solution or a root of an equation. To know if a given value is a solution of an equation, we replace the given value in the equation. After replacing, if the two sides of the equation are equal, then the given value is a solution or root. If the two sides of the equation are not equal, then the given value is not a solution or not a root. For example, x plus 4 equal 10. Is x equal 6 a solution? What we do is we replace x equal 6 in the equation. Instead of x, I should write 6. So I write 6 plus 4. Is it equal to 10? I calculate 6 plus 4 is 10. 10, is it equal to 10? Yes, or true. Then x equals 6 is a solution since we got two equal sides of the equation. Another example, 2x minus 3 equal 5. This is the equation. I'm asking, is x equal 4 a solution? We replace x in the equation by 4. Since x has a coefficient 2, so when I replace x, its value between parentheses, since the number will be multiplied by 2, because 2x means 2 times x. So 2 times 4 minus 3, is it equal to 5? I calculate 2 times 4 is 8. Minus 3, is it equal to 5? I calculate 8 minus 3 is 5. 5, is it equal to 5? Yes. Then x equal 4 is a solution or is a root. Now we continue. The next equation, I have 3x minus 1 equals 7. Is x equal 3 a solution? I replace x equal 3 in the equation. Since x has a coefficient, so I replace x between parentheses. 3 into 3 minus 1, is it equal to 7? I calculate 3 times 3 is 9. 9 minus 1 is 8. Is it equal to 7? No, or false. So x equal 3 is not a solution or not a root. Please practice these exercises. These are very important. We continue. Now, in part 4, and this is the most important part, how can we solve an equation? What do we mean by solving an equation? I said x in the equation, which is the variable, it has a numerical value. When I solve the equation, I'm finding the numerical value of x. I'm finding its solution or root. So, to solve a first degree equation is to find a solution or root for the variable in the equation. How can we do this? To do this, all the variables in the equation should be written on side 1 and all the constants, all numbers should be written on side 2. Important. When a variable or a constant is taken from side 1 to side 2 or from side 2 to side 1, their signs should be changed. The positive becomes negative and the negative becomes positive. An equation, whatever its form is, should be written in the simple form to find its solution or root. Let me solve with you some examples on about what I talked now about finding a solution or root. The question is solve. Solve means find a solution for x. I'm given x minus 4 is equal to 1. The first question I always ask, is this equation written in the simple form, which is ax equal b? No, since here I have a minus 4. So I should write it in the simple form. To write it in the simple form, all the variables, I keep them on side 1, and all the constants or numbers, I take them to side 2. So x is on side 1, and I want to keep it on side 1. On side 2, I have 1, so I keep it. I bring minus 4 from side 1 to side 2, so it becomes plus 4. Now I calculate 1 plus 4 is 5, so x equal 5 is a solution or root. Always I put my solution or root in a box. 3x plus 1 equal 11. I keep the variable with its coefficient 3x on side 1 equal 11, and I bring the plus 1, it becomes minus 1 to side 2. Now I calculate side 2. 3x equal 11 minus 1 is 10. This is in the simple equation form. It is ax equal b. So x equal b over a. This is my solution. Since the fraction cannot be reduced, so this is the solution. 2x plus 5 equal x minus 7. I have 2x on side 1, I keep it. On side 2, I have an x. I bring it to side 1, it becomes minus x equal. Minus 7, I keep it on side 2. Plus 5, I bring it to side 2, it becomes minus 5. Now I calculate. 2x minus x is x. Minus 7 minus 5 is minus 12, so x equal minus 12 is the solution or root. Also, 3y minus 2 plus 2y equal 5 plus 4y. I keep 3y on side 1. I keep plus 2y on side 2. I bring 4y to side 1. It becomes minus 4y equal. I keep 5 on side 2. I bring minus 2 to side 2. It becomes plus 2. Now I calculate side 1. 3y plus 2y is 5y. 5y minus 4y is y. 5 plus 2 is 7, so y equals 7 is the solution or root. Also, we solve this in the same way. In the equation, if there are parentheses, we should expand, get rid of them, then we solve. So here I have parentheses, it's multiplied by 3, 1 for all. I multiply, then I continue solving. Please practice these are very important. We continue. Number 4, special equations, special solutions for equations. When solving an equation, we will have one of the following cases as a simple equation form. If I have ax equal b, a is a number and b is a number, then this equation has only one solution, x equal b over a. Number 2, if I have ax equals 0, x has a coefficient, for example, 3x equals 0. Directly, I say x is equal to 0 is my solution. 0x equal b. So what should x be if I multiply it by 0 to give me b, which is a number? Of course, this has no solution because x, whatever is x, if I multiply it by 0, it always gives me 0. It never gives me b, so we say this has no solution. 0x equals 0. This equation has many solutions. So these are the special solutions which you should memorize and understand. And here I solved many examples on the special solutions. Please solve these examples again to practice more. These are examples to practice. This is the lesson of this week. This is a very important lesson. Please watch the video well, and if you have any question, please contact me. Thank you.